Hello, everyone. This is Toni Vanschoyck. I'm so excited to be here with you today. This is a new kind of, basically educational tutorial that we're doing about the CRM that we built because we've been able to add on so many things to it. And it's really done a great thing for, specifically one of my businesses, but we've taken it outside of just doing it with my network marketing company. So I'm really honored to have Anthony and Kelly on this call today. We'll open it up for questions here in just a few minutes, but I'm not the brains behind this vehicle. I'm just somebody who saw an idea, filling a need in the digital space, technology space for network marketing. But what this has morphed into, it's morphed into something that anybody that has a client or customer base, they need to have for their business. So with no further ado, I am going to introduce you to Kelly Lohner. She actually was kind of like the great glue, I guess, that kind of morphed Anthony and I together. Anthony is the co-creator of this. He actually is the mastermind behind the platform, him and his team. And he saw my vision and he brought it to light. But Kelly kind of like bridged the gap between people that are really relationship based versus fact and fact based. So without further ado, Kelly, if you can unmute and just share with everybody what we've been able to do, where we're going here in the future, and everything that we've been able to co-create.
Oh my gosh, there's so much. There's so much to go through, which I love. So thank you. First, I'm so excited to be here to chat about the new things we have going on, some of the things that are coming. There's a lot going on. There's a lot to update. So first off, thank you. My name is Kelly Lohner. I am the account manager here. So one thing that's really neat about me specifically is I started with the CRM as a user. So I am a money market partner. So I started from the perspective of being a user, and I fell in love very quickly with what the CRM could do for me and my business. And I come from a tech background. I worked for a software company for many, many years. So I had recognized that I had skill sets that would correlate very, very well into the platform, and that I also was a user of it from the perspective of being a money market partner. So I actually approached Toni and Anthony and said, hey, I think between the three of us, we can really merge well with this, and let's team up and let's really get this rolling. And here we are. So the gap that I think that I kind of fill here is, I'm going to use language as an example. So we have tech as the language. So we have someone who speaks advanced tech, someone who speaks intermediate tech, and someone who speaks basic to no tech. So I bridge that gap of being intermediate tech, where I can help the developers understand what we need in our industry in order to help us within our businesses. And again, not just specific to our organization, but just in general, any organization that has a database like Toni said. So I bridge that gap of people being able to better understand the techie world and have me kind of decipher the things that we can do or we should be doing within the CRM. So I came in, I'm now helping build the CRM out for how it's going to work best for people, and also helping people who use the program make sure that they're successful with it. So I'll throw it to you, Anthony, for a quick second, because I know for you guys building this out, it was a process, it was a job, there was a lot for you guys to consider. So do you want to walk us through a little bit of the build out?
I guess, yeah, sure. So hi guys, my name is Anthony Abboud. Me and Toni have been working together for well over a year now, building this CRM platform. It originally started as a way for Monate users to get in and get educated and grow their business. And it has quickly morphed into any client-facing business, whether it's real estate, whether it's sorry about that, guys. Whether it's real estate or whether it is, a med spa or any type of sales, we've, thanks to Kelly, been taking my side, which is all data and spreadsheets and automated responses, and merging it with Toni's side, which is all go, go, go. Let's talk to every person we see. We're finding that really special in between, thanks to Kelly. And, our process was pretty intensive. We started out with like 3 separate beta groups. We ran through bunch of automations. What do people want to see? What do people want to hear? What features do people like? Like, for example, we have rollover chat systems where we have humans answering text messages for sales companies. We have online advertising, we have social media posting, and we have connections to all of your regular platforms that you use: LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. So all the messaging comes into one platform. So you really don't have to run around and try to figure out what do I have to check today and spend, hours switching between platforms. So, a lot of thought and effort went into making this platform user friendly. And, it takes 6 to, I'd say, 20 hours to become an expert in the platform, and you'll just know how to just cruise through it and make some sales. I see some faces on here that I recognize from our trainings, and I'm sure they'll all agree that, hey, it seems overwhelming, but at the end of the day, it's pretty simple with Kelly's help. Don't talk to me, I'll make you more confused. And that's about it. So it's been a year in the making, and we're in a good place, and we're happy with it, and we're starting to introduce it to all the other fields, restaurants, attorneys, real estate agents, med spas, whatever you guys got, we can help you with. So with that, I'll kick it back to you, Toni.
So
Toni,
I do want to talk about a couple of other things that we offer on the platform, which you guys so everything is all encompassing. So that means your calendar's in there. You can actually build out a website if you want it, a landing page. We're currently working on adding WhatsApp and TikTok. So this is going to be something that number one, it's going to save you time. And number two, it's going to make you more money. So for myself, and I will use myself as a case study along with Charla Martinez. And I did share this on our social media platforms over the last couple of days. My personal sales, just for my one business, and mind you, you guys, I have 5, which I've only integrated 2 so far. I personally am up 42% using the system over the last 2 months. Charla Martinez, and she's been so gracious to track, and she has tracked all of her progress with this, is that just this month alone, just through the CRM system, she's added 5 new business partners and 6 new customers. So when you get, and again, this does not come without you investing time and learning how to use it. It's just like anything else out there. You can't be an expert in it. You guys, I just started doing a CrossFit cross-training workout. And I'm so sore. I can barely move right here today because I did it yesterday, but it's no different than doing something new where you have to learn it. And so it's your memory, it's your muscle memory. So the one thing that I want you to know, that getting involved with this platform is that there is a learning curve, like with anything at all. So Kelly, now that I've shared a little bit more, I'm going to turn it back over to you so you can show some of the features.
Yeah, I do want to emphasize that it is very user friendly, but you also have to keep in mind that you're pulling in many, many parts of your business into one shop, one house, one place. So for people who say it's overwhelming, there's lots to learn. Well, you're bringing in many, many pieces into this one place. It will feel like a lot at first, but the way that the system is set up is so user-friendly and so easy to navigate through that once that light bulb goes off of, oh, there it is, and now I understand that, that's what needs to happen. So I promise you, once you get going in it, it becomes very, very, very natural. So I will share my screen and I'll walk you through a few things. Now with Charlena as an example. Oh, do you want to allow me to share, Toni? With Charlena as an example, what is super interesting to know is that it's not that we give you, and this is for money people specifically, but it's not that we give you a blank system and say, okay, you build it, you figure out how to get people in your system. We've built out everything you could imagine. Oh, Toni, I don't know if you heard me. You'll have to let me be able to share my screen if you wouldn't mind. We've built out a bunch of things in the back end to help you nurture contacts, leads, prospects, whether that be for business or products. We've built out automations to help you. So we have all this built out in the background for Monate's people specifically, but we can build it out for any business. So instead of you reinventing the wheel every single time, we can create nurture campaigns, we can create onboarding campaigns, we can create anything that is specific to your type of business to help you automate your business. So for Monate people, it's built out, ready to rock and roll. For other businesses, we can build that out to be able to help you within your business. So let me go ahead and share. So I'm just in one of my test accounts. So this specific screen that I'm on right now is considered the dashboard. This is a place that we do spend a little time, but I don't want to worry so much about that. I want to show you on the very left-hand side. So the left-hand side is like our navigation bar. So our nav bar, that's where we can get through and see the different pieces of the CRM. So I'm going to touch on a few of what I think are very important pieces, but let me just tell you, there are a lot more pieces than what I'm going to show you, and a lot more pieces that are also very important. But let's start with kind of the basics and the things that I find are important from a basic standpoint. So we have this area called conversations. So conversations now is going to bring in your conversations with individuals from different places. So what I mean by that is your Instagram messages will show up here, your Facebook business messages will show up here, your SMS messages for your new business number that you would get would show up here, and emails that you send through the system. So if you have 4 avenues of communicating with people, if I'm talking with, let's say my husband, for example, if I'm talking with him through the system and I email him, text him, Facebook business message him, and Instagram message him, they all come into one stream of a chat now versus having to go to 4 different places to find those conversations with him. They all come into one house, into one pillar of conversation. So the conversations are really great because now you can organize all of your different platforms and those convos into one specific stream of conversation. In the calendars area, we can integrate in our Google Calendar, which allows people to actually be able to book on our calendars. So for example, in one of the tiers, we have the ability to have customer care calls. So if I have a customer that's having issues and they want to book a chat time with me, they can go and they can book on my calendar with me. But I have integrated my Google Calendar so that if I have a hair appointment or something, they cannot book at the same time as that. So we have like a Calendly feature essentially where people can book appointments with you through this feature once your Google Calendar is integrated to make sure that there's no conflict. So you would have your calendar in here that would show you all of your personal bookings as well as bookings that you've done through the CRM for your different types of appointments. Appointments can be built out, whatever those look like for you, they can be built out and created. Contacts area for me is very, very important, not just because this is where your contacts are being housed, but we can actually upload contacts from any sort of system that you currently have them in, as long as we can get them in a CSV file. So if you have 1,000 contacts saved on Google Drive that you've had over the years built onto this list, we can download that as a CSV file and we can upload every single one of those contacts into your system for you. So we can get all of your contacts that you might have in 100 different places, we can get them all into one place now. So if you have notebooks and Excel spreadsheets and whatever that looks like, we can put them all into one spot for you. So this contacts area is great because we can now organize all of our contacts, whether they be business partners, customers, or just leads, we can organize them all into here. From here as well, we can be sending messages to people. So we can do some of that through here. I'm not going to go into detail on that, but we can send emails, we can send texts, and that can all be done through this area right here. So I'm going to pop into automations. I'm going to go fairly basic and quick on this. The automations are the setup messages that happen automatically based on an action happening. So again, for Monate people specifically, we do have this set up so that, let's say, for example, a new VIP enrolls. We have an automation that will start sending them information and onboarding them on your behalf. So the system fulfills a lot of some of that virtual assistant stuff that you could have essentially had someone else help you with. The system will do a lot of that for you now. And one testimonial that I posted the other day is the fact that the system saves you so much time. So you can divert that time to more networking events, or divert that extra time that now you're going to gain from the system helping you. You can divert that time to a different area of your business or personal life. So you're going to gain a lot more time by having the system help with a lot of these automations. So we have a ton of automations built out. And the great thing is you can build out, you have access to build out your own. For many people in the beginning, that seems overwhelming and confusing, but I've really recognized as people start using, I see those wheels going and they start getting excited about all the things that they can do. So in the automations area, it's all automatic messages that can get sent out and different actions that can get created. So in the sites area, we can build out websites. So you also can have your website within the program. So literally you can have anything you could imagine for your business within this one place. I did skip over it, but we can even take payments in here. So if you have a service or a product base where you can take payment through here, you can do that as well. So in the sites area, we can build you out websites. You can create your own websites. You can create any sort of landing pages. You can create anything you could imagine that would need to be housed on some sort of web page, landing page. So this is full access for people to come in here and build out whatever they want. For the 3 tiers that we offer, we do have stuff built out in the 3 of them. The middle one and the big one, we have a lot more built out in those ones, but we've already built out a lot of this stuff for people to take advantage of and start using right away. So you're not coming into it with nothing. You're coming into it with a very good chunk of features to already start helping you within your business. I'm going to go into the getting started area. I don't currently have it logged in, but what we do make sure of is that when people decide that they want to use the CRM, they don't just come in and we say, okay, good luck. Hopefully you figure it out. We don't do that. We have a training library. We have 4 Q&As a week. We have live chat support. We have help guides. We have a knowledge base area. We've given you so many different things to utilize in order to make sure that we set you up for success. So we did mention, or they mentioned at the beginning, that you need to put in up to about 20 hours to get really comfortable in the system. And I would agree with that. And it's not only the time, but it's also utilizing the resources that we've given you. Because I started in April utilizing the program and I saw right away how exciting it was going to be. I did feel a little bit like, oh gosh, there's a lot to learn. But you guys, now I can do a lot of these things with my eyes closed because I've gotten in there, I've used it, and I've actually used it in the field and within my business. So you will get more and more comfortable with it, but we do make sure we give you all those resources. That's kind of the main stuff that I want to go through here. So I know I didn't go like super in detail on anything. So I'm curious if any of you have any specific questions. I do see their stuff in the chat, so I will look at that. But any specific questions about things you've heard, or maybe something I showed that you want to know more about, anything that I can answer for you guys?
So Kelly, I've actually been I've been looking at the chat and just going through everything. I pretty much answered all of it. So awesome. I think the only thing that we need to talk about is how can they get started with it?
Awesome. Okay. I can do that. So what I will do, I'm going to just put in the chat a link and then I'll share my screen again and I'll walk quickly through the difference. So we do have 3 options when it comes to Monate people. If you are not a Monate market partner and you are interested, there is a little bit of a different option for you. So I'm going to share again and I'm going to show you what I mean. So I put the link in the chat and that link comes to this page. So at the very, very bottom of this page, we have the 3-tier options that I'll walk through that are specific to Monate people. If you are not with Monate and you are interested, go ahead and click this button at the bottom here and you can set up a call and it would be with me and we can discuss what it would look like specifically for you. So if you are Monate, these 3 options would apply to you. So the left option, the maintain my business option, this comes with many different things, but kind of the biggest thing to differentiate it is you're getting text messaging, the ability to send text messages, and you're getting access to build stuff out. So you're getting an account with not a whole lot in it, but the ability to create more or less what you want in that account. The Grow My Business is the main one that we're finding people are coming into right now, and I'm going to tell you why. So you're getting the texting ability, the ability to send your text messages, but you're also getting something called email reader or email parser. This to me was one of the most exciting things within my business personally, because that email reader is what corresponds to the CRM to initiate messages when it comes to new VIPs, new market partners, and flagship reminders. So the system will actually send you flagship reminders. So I no longer have to print off my report. once I get an email in my email, the email reader, and it's a behind the scenes setup thing, but the email reader will read my flagship reminder emails and will text my VIPs to tell them that they have an upcoming flagship. So I don't have to print off my reports anymore. So the Grow My Business comes with that email reader that helps you do, again, new VIP onboarding, new market partner onboarding, and also the flagship reminders. It comes with a bunch of workflows, which are the automatic messages that happen in the background. And then it also comes with something that we're in the final stages of getting ready, a reporting platform that allows you to compare your stats with everyone else utilizing the CRM. The Explode My Business, the big one, this comes with a lot of bells and whistles, So it comes with everything I've already talked about. But the additional thing that it comes with that's really, really cool is the booking assistant or the live rollover chat, or sorry, not or, and. So the booking assistant and live rollover chat are literally live people helping you respond to messages and get people booked on your calendars. So they are a live virtual assistant helping you build your business. So that in the big tier is a very, very huge part of it and has been very successful for us. Also in the big tier, you're getting a spin to win game. You're getting a gamification, which is just another form of getting people into your system. The main point with the CRM, well, there's two, but main point is getting people into your system, getting those leads, getting those prospects, and the spin to win game is a really good way to do that. So spin to win is in the big one as well. Any questions on those? I talk fast, I went quick, but do we have any questions on those different tiers there?
So Kelly, I think also too that you need to let people know that you know, with even with the $29.99 a month, is that they're still going to get personalized help, not just you know, having to watch videos and figuring it out on their own. They can actually schedule a call with the team and they will get help walking through it.
I agree. And I love that. Our team is amazing. Our support team is wonderful. And it's one of those things that I feel like with most companies, you don't get that additional support. We do everything that we can to ensure that you are successful with this. So Toni, that's a great point. Our support team, they'll jump on Zoom with you. They will go above and beyond to make sure that you're getting the help that you need. So if one of these tiers interests you, you would just go ahead and hit the Get It Now button, and that will allow you to sign up and enroll. Again, if you're not Money, you can click that bottom button and I can set up a call to chit chat with you. Again, most people are coming in at that $29.99. They just feel like it has the email reader part, which is really, really cool. And it doesn't have quite all the bells and whistles that they're going to feel a little bit overwhelmed in the beginning. So what I found is people are starting at $29.99 and then they're choosing to upgrade once. So like, okay, I got this. This is cool. Now I feel like I can take that next step. So I do find that it's the $4.99 is great, but I find most people are going into $29.99 and then upgrading to the $187 when they're ready.
But I also want to add, if anybody has questions, please feel free to unmute and ask. But I also want to add is that, you know, with any new technology, and you guys, this is the first platform that has ever had all of this in one kind of like in one house. So you think about all of the different places that you've been going, all of your different social media platforms, all of your different chats, all of, you know, maybe you've got a landing page on Wix or Weebly or whatever. Maybe you have Calendly. And I just got my renewal and I didn't even realize it because I stopped using it because I'm using this now. So everything is housed under here. One, it's going to save you. Do you have that cost comparison, Kelly?
Yep. It's actually right above, right here.
Okay. I really want people to look at this. And the reason why we created this was to initially save our team a ton of time and a ton of money. But when I looked at everything that I was spending for MailChimp, for Project Broadcast, for WordPress, and I had a landing page on Wix and everything, and I rolled it all into this, I was like, holy cow. I mean, like literally I was spending $1,200 a month and now we have everything under this platform.
Yep. One thing that I've really very much enjoyed is with our Q&A. So I saw that Lauren did ask us. So Lauren currently uses, there are 4 Q&As a week where people are coming in and not only are they asking for help, but they're also saying, hey, if I want to do this, what would this look like? So we help them set that up. So today on our call, we had something where other people were like, that's really cool. I want to learn how to do that. So we're continuing to add things into the CRM that are being told to us by the field of things that would be really helpful to add in. So we are always going to be adding additional things in as people tell us, hey, what if we try this, or let's add this, or this would be cool. We are constantly adding that in to ensure that the platform is always top notch, giving you everything you could imagine within your business. So that was just something that we had today. So I did see, Myra, did you say that you had a question?
Hi, yes, I do. I just wanted you to see if you could review the $4.99 part again, because I'm thinking for our future teams, like on my end, this seems exciting. And I've told Toni knows I have a large growing team. I have a completely Spanish team, bilingual team, and then Spain team, and then all these other global teams coming forward. And so I'm thinking the $4.99 for like, I want this to, I'm a little bit like thinking, is this going to be accessible to anyone? Like for my team that's just starting and they don't know a whole lot and they're just getting started, they won't have a lot to invest right away. So I just wanted to, if you could review again the $4.99 part and how accessible that would be to new people coming on board.
Absolutely. So one thing that's really neat is we use a company called Twilio. So Twilio is international, so we can turn on the ability for different countries to utilize the texting portion. So that's the one thing I would mention with that based on what you just said. So the $4.99 a month. So I'll go through each of the things in here and quickly chat about them. So we have the pass-through text messaging, which is through Twilio. They get access to a flash sale template. So it's a template that they can send out to prospects, leads, or customers with information on the flash sale. They get a link in bio page. They get access to build out any workflow they can imagine, websites, forms. They can build out email campaigns as well. They do get access to our social media planner, so essentially a posting platform. So SynthShare is a good example of one where you can schedule posts. We have that ability. You get all the live Q&A trainings, and then also social media graphics is what they get in the $4.99 per month option. So they would see exactly this. It just wouldn't have all the bells and whistles as far as kind of what is already built out for them. They get the exact same platform. They just get a very, very basic version as far as the content that's been built out in it.
If
Does
I
that
may,
help?
Yes, thank you very much.
You're
if
welcome.
I may, Myra, the big part about the system is that people can upgrade whenever they'd like. If they are a Monate user, I would strongly suggest being on the $29.99 to build good habits from the start, because the email reader that will automatically send out flagship reminders, canceled orders, new MPs, new VIPs, it'll lessen their burden quite a bit. But that is the main difference between the $29.99 and the $4.99. The access to some of those major automation parts that save you guys a lot of time.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Claude, was it you who said you also had a question? Yes, it was.
Yes, and you're right, Kelly. You speak really fast. We're French Canadian, so sometimes it's hard, but it's okay. I managed to understand about everything. Quick question. Well, I asked, and Toni said that the French version and Spanish version will come soon.
It's something, yeah, it's something we've recognized as very necessary. So it's a conversation we've started, and I've started figuring out how to implement it. So where do you live, Claude? Are you Canadian then?
Yeah, French Canadian. I'm in Laval, north shore of Montreal.
Okay, I'm in Saskatchewan, so I'm
okay. Oh,
yeah.
You're a fellow Canadian. Oh, that's nice.
I'm a fellow Canadian. So yes, we have definitely talked about the fact that we need to implement this for other languages as well. So thank you for putting that in the chat, because I do think that's important for others to know. Is that something that's on our radar that we need to tackle? So.
Okay, and by the way, I'm trying to put the get it now button, but it's not working.
What?
Oh, you know what, Claude, you probably have to go to the website.
You know how good I am with all those things, right? So,
Claude, just so you know, we're assuming we'll have Spanish.
Yeah, we'll
ready to go by the beginning of the year.
Yeah, we'll drop the website in the chat. Kelly, if you can do that, that would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The links work for me, Claude. So they are, I'm like, oh no, that's not good. But Let's try that again. Okay, so
Well,
click
what can
that
I
link.
say?
Oh, you're trying to click on my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I
Okay.
get it.
Well, you know what? I'm a better market partner than well, yeah. So,
Oh,
so
that made my day. That made my day.
So Cloud,
Yes,
what
dear.
what we need to do is that really bringing this forward, especially for people in our demographic, sir, is that we've got to make people have more access to technology that they can use to be more productive. And
Yeah.
you and I both know, because of the genre that we're in, is that that's not our wheelhouse. So one of the reasons why I created this is not just for the younger genres that they understand the technology and everything. It's so everybody can use it no matter where they are. So if you have your QR code and you're out and you're talking to people, you can just give people your QR code and they're automatically going to be put right into this CRM. So you can see how valuable it is from any age range.
yeah.
That's the great thing about it. So in respect to what you were talking about, as far as offering it in Spanish and French, is that we have to do it because for Spanish and French, these are going to be the main countries that we're going to be opening. And those are the two largest languages spoken next to English in the entire world. So that's where our focus is. That's where we're going to, keep continuing on with all of our technology and everything that we can, that we can offer.
For the French, let me know if you need help. I can do that.
Yes.
Amazing. Amazing.
Thank you very
Amazing.
much, Toni. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kelly, also.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure. My pleasure. Anybody else? Any final thoughts or questions? I think we got them all.
Yeah, I think we're good, you guys. Thank you so much for your time.
Amazing.
Really appreciate you guys. So I'll get the recording edited, bookended, and then we'll get it out. Thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you for everybody that was on the call and everybody that had amazing questions. I so appreciate you. And I cannot wait to see what this is going to do for your business, because I know what it's done for mine.
Me too.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Toni. Bye, everyone.